What y'all got going on? Listen, my name is Olivia Love. If you don't necessarily know that by now, please make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you liking my videos and whatnot because I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Make sure y'all comment too. I need to tell y'all that. Like, make sure that you guys are commenting on my videos because let me tell you something. Okay. YouTube is like trying to be funny and whatnot. So first of all, make sure that you subscribe, even if you think that you are subscribed. Hold on. Okay. Even if you think even if you think that you are subscribed, like make sure that you subscribe because YouTube been acting funny or whatever. So you know, that's it, that's all, okay? But anyways, listen, yeah, when you do subscribe, okay, when you do subscribe, make sure that you hit the notification bell so y'all know when I'm doing my live streams or whatever. But listen, just bring y'all in a little bit, like without actually bringing y'all in, but we're gonna bring y'all. Okay, wait a minute, why she so close? Okay, okay. I'm sorry, I had to get my little, you know what I'm saying, little situation right or whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna bring her in no more. No more. We're done. That's it. That's it. That's all. But anyways, like I said, just make sure that y'all subscribe because YouTube be acting funny, and just nobody has time. Okay, I swear I'm not gonna mess with it no more. I'm not gonna mess with it no more. I'm not gonna mess with it no more. Listen, this is gonna be an intuitive message. Okay, an intuitive message for whomever. All right, this may resonate. Well, this message is for anyone, but it may not resonate for everyone. Okay, so you know that's just how it is. That's just what we're gonna do. So I was getting this vibe or whatever around mirror, mirror, okay, like mirror, 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 mirror on a goddamn on wall, okay, who is the greatest of the motherfucking or what y'all got going on? Like there is a vibe around, and of course y'all know I'm a kind of go all over the place. I do got my handy dandy notebook. Y'all know I write everything out. Okay, I'm a writer. That's just what it is. That's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always do that because that's just who I am. Okay, but anyways, so I'm gonna get into the messages that I got out here or whatever that I wrote down and whatnot. But we just talking. So, but there's definitely a vibe around, either. I mean, you can say a lot. You know what I'm saying, from mirror energy. You know what I'm saying? Either a reflection of something, looking at something. Somebody may be looking at you as a reflection of something, and but there was also too a big vibe around like a lot of duality. Hello, what is that? Okay, duality, like a big vibe around like a lot of duality. So again, just I feel like a big vibe as well, like facing your fears. Okay, like this is a big vibe that you are definitely facing your fears, and I feel like that a lot of you're gonna be going through a moment over the next few weeks, today, tomorrow, next week, whatever you got going on, where you may be realizing, baby, that your biggest enemy, or the thing that you have been fearing the most is yourself. Listen, I got the thing that you have been fearing the most is yourself. Is your most authentic self. Is your truest self. Is you know what I'm saying? You at your greatest potential. You know what I'm saying? You have been fearing your greatest potential this whole daggone time. Okay, this whole daggone time. And so I feel like that a lot of you is like you're stepping into your power, quote unquote, but you're let me tell you something. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter, okay? I'm Olivia Love underscore 5 times, all right? But I have been talking about well, it was actually this quote from Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill did a it was her MTV Unplugged, because y'all know that was like a big thing, like one of her best like pieces of work, whatever, one of her best live pieces of work. But she was introducing one of her songs, and I wish I knew what the song was, but I didn't think I was going to talk about this here. But anyway, she was introducing one of her songs, and she was just speaking on the fact of, like, you'll get to a point in life where you have elevated, where you have transformed so much, where you have learned so much, where you've been through so much, no matter what your age is. Like, age ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? But it's really about your life experiences. And a lot of you, you're going to get to that point of where people are going to be meeting you for the first time because you're meeting you for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you are getting to a point where, like, you're finally meeting yourself. Okay? You're finally meeting yourself. Again, mirror, mirror. Okay. No, like, I dead ass, like, I wasn't even thinking about the mirror part. I just wanted to tell y'all this story. But this is how everything is connecting. Okay, this is how everything is connecting. But it's like a mirror part. Like, you're meeting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And again, I feel like that for a lot of you, it's like your greatest potential. So a lot of this is, going into careers that you have always, like, been dreaming about. You've always been practicing, for, you've been studying for, whatever, like, finding something that, like, fits you. I get the vibe too of, like, fitting the mold, but I'm telling you, this is a very special mold, because when you think about fitting into a mold, it's like, fitting into, like, a certain standard, fitting into, what I'm saying, like, a certain tradition or whatever. But it's like, it was a mold that was created specifically for you. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't say, you can't go as far as to, I've been talking about, like, individuality and stuff like that. Like, you can't go as far as to say, like, you'll never fit into certain things, or you're never like anybody. No, because we say that, but then at the same time, we talk about having a soul tribe. Then at the same time, we talking about having, particular soulmates, and we talk about having twin flames and stuff. So there is a mirror. There is some type of mirror there for you, right? There is some mirror there for you, but maybe you just haven't walked past it just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not alone. And it's like, again, I've been talking about this so much, but it's like, we've allowed the thing that was supposed to help us heal turn into our crutch. And like I said, I've talked about this before, about individuality, about, self-love and all that. And it's like, that's good, but you're not supposed to be stuck there. You're not supposed to stay there. You're supposed to use that, allow it to be a tool to help you heal, allow it to be a tool to help you find your greatest self. And then you go right back out there, like, all right, bet, like, that shit, like, what am I supposed to do with this energy? Who's supposed to come with me for this daggone ride? You know what I'm saying? And it may be a select few. It doesn't mean that you're about to have a million people around you, but it may be a select few that you are meant to connect with. And I had said in a message not too long ago as well, where it's like, two heads are better than one. So again, there's a lot of big vibes around, like, duality. Okay, double things. You could be seeing, and as well, when we say, like, the numbers and stuff, we always talk about the triples. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about the triples. We're always talking about third party situations and whatnot. And I feel like that this is like a very particular moment, a very particular season in a lot of people's lives, where, no, it's about the duality. It's about the two, only one and the other. It's about the two. You know what I'm saying? So you could be seeing 22, 33, 11. You know what I'm saying? You could be seeing 10 a lot, 10, 10 as well. 99, 77, 55. Like, you're seeing these things, and these are like the new standards. Again, we're talking about, like, a mold. Like, these energies, like, these particular angel numbers are the new standards of messages. These are the new standards of, right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, there's just a big vibe around duality, okay? As well as, like, double letters. And okay, because I just had a message the other day, and it was, what was it? Let me find it. Hold on. I just had a message the other day, yesterday, about double E's. So go listen to my message around answered prayers, the week ahead message. But I was given a message. I said something about double E's. I had wrote down teeth, knees. But anyways, double E's. But even if the letters aren't necessarily right beside each other, it's like there's something about evidence. Okay, literally the letter E might end up being significant to some of you guys, but there's something about evidence. Like you can, you know what I'm saying, where again, like my name, Olivia, there's two I's there, right? But they're not necessarily right beside each other, but there's evident that there's a duality within my name. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about like evidence or something being like a lot of you too, like literally just your spirituality, just your intuition is definitely going to be heightened over the next few months. The letter B as well might be end up may end up being very significant. But it's like you definitely start to notice if something is off, okay? Whatever that may mean to you, but you start to notice when something is off or the energy of something is off. And really I feel like that it's going to be a point of like, okay, well, what do I do with that? As I say this, I'm saying 2020. I can't make this stuff up, okay? There could have been something significant happening to you. We're not talking about the rest of the world, okay? But there could have been something significant that happened or took place during the year of 2020. But anyways, I feel like that it's like you may end up this. I feel like not necessarily a warning, but like a heads up for a lot of you, where you're gonna end up in situations, or you're gonna end up places in your life where you're just questioning. You're just like, okay, well, why this, why that? Why is this happening? Why do I feel that way? Why do I think that way? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why am I being blocked from this X, Y, and Z? But again, I feel like that this is like it's almost like you got to understand this is your moment. This is your time to question. This is your time to look at the goddamn man in the mirror, okay? You know what I'm saying? And it's more so as well. I feel like that this is a moment in your life around not trying to find the answers, because I feel like that again, as a collective, we've been doing that for way too long. We've been doing that for forever now. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, everything has a trend. Everything, you know what I'm saying, has its ebbs and flows. For a minute, it was this big trend of tarot and trying to find answers and X, Y, and Z. And now you're even starting to see a lot more channels where it's just, listen, this is a message that I'm getting. I just want to give it to y'all. Like, listen, this is something that I feel like I need to say, or something that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you just may need to hear. And it's less about, well, this is about to happen, this is going to happen, this is why, this is da 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 da, if you got a question about this. And it's just like, no, like, stop. Like, you found, it's like you've kind of subconsciously already found the why of things, and now it's like it's time to just experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just time to experience. It's time to look dead in the mirror. And what is a mirror? It's a reflection. Like, it's a reflection. It's, when you know what I'm saying, not being spiritual about it or nothing like that, but literally when you looking into a mirror, you're seeing what's there. So I feel like that a lot of you, it's like, again, about actually living out your dreams, actually seeing something that is tangible, feeling something that's tangible. Listen, let me go ahead and read out the messages that I got here, okay? So again, this mirror energy, there's a big vibe around you looking good, you feeling good, smelling good, all of that. As well as like feeling very either like sexy, feeling very feeling just feeling good, okay? And I'm feeling good. Come on now. As well a vibe around good karma, okay, good karma, quote unquote. But again, something coming back around, like something that you put out there, like you had, you are this image, and then you go to a mirror, you put yourself in front of this mirror, and then whatever reflection you see is what you have created, either whatever you look like that day, or also to a big vibe around people's like moms as well. So I'm about to say what somebody's mother has created. So it's like you're looking at something that you've created. So again, a vibe around something coming around but being good. So something about good karma. There's a big vibe as well around the artist Baby Keem. Okay, if you don't know Baby Keem, I challenge you right now today to go download all of his albums, all of his projects. I believe that there's three major ones. There's three major projects that he has. Just go listen to all of them. I'm telling you, they all gonna slap. Okay, I'm telling you, they all gonna hit. They all gonna be fire. Go listen to all of them. I do have a few specific songs, only like two or three here, that I wrote out within the message. But you need to just literally, as you're in the shower, as you doing your hair, as you cutting your hair, as you getting ready for the day, just listen to Baby Keem. Okay. Baby, Baby, and Keem, Keem. Come on for the duality, okay? Come on for the duality, okay? The double E's, all right? But anyways, there's a song that he has that's called First Order of Business. And of course, go listen to the lyrics, go look at the lyrics. But it kind of like talks about, it's like the first thing in the morning what you do. For some of you guys, it's definitely I'm about to say a large, okay? You could be ordering a large. For some of you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you know what I'm saying? You was a little thickums, you know what I'm saying? And you always been in the X's, okay? Listen, duality, the double X's. Maybe you was a 2X, okay? But now you're going down to a large, all right? Maybe you're fitting into a large or something like that. But anyways, there's a big vibe around what is it, there's a huge vibe around like romance within this message as well, but within that song of First Order of Business, it's like the first thing that I'm doing, the first thing that I do when I wake up, the first priority. There's a lot around priorities. A lot of you may be rearranging your priorities, and I had a message around that as well, around something coming in, either a phone call, some news, a message, or whatever coming in that ends up changing your priorities, changing them around, rearranging your life, rearranging your priorities. And there's definitely a big vibe of you being top priority. And this can be in other people's lives. You can be top priority, like you're making yourself top priority in your life, especially if you're looking for a job or career, or trying to do some type of business venture. Like you are definitely going to be top priority to others right now. Okay. But the first order of business, like I said, just go listen to the song, go read the lyrics or whatever. But it definitely talks about either making a romantic partner a top priority, understanding what's most important to you. And as well, he had a very specific line where it was like, he said something about like paying my hoes before I pay my rent. He said something like paying my hoes before I pay my rent or something. So as well, obviously people think like, oh my gosh, like rent is most important, you know what I'm saying? Or like, just in general, like money in general. Like when I think of rent, like it's a dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a dollar amount. So I feel like that some of you guys is like you're coming to a point of understanding, where it's like you're manifesting money, you're manifesting resources and funds in a particular way, in a more spiritual way, and I would say in a more soulful way. Maybe some of you guys are doing like money mantras or something like that, but it's like the way that you manifest in, the way that you receive the resources that you have, like they're going to be coming to you in a very spiritual and particular way, especially by surprise. Like you don't even know that you're about to get paid or get some type of money, or somebody may end up paying something for you, or again, it's just like something very significant when it comes to finances, or like it's just gonna end up start happening to you just out of nowhere. Like, well damn, that's taken care of. Like, well damn, I didn't know that account had closed out, and so I don't have to worry about that or whatever. It's like all of these things are gonna start to like just, well, not magically, but like spiritually and faithfully, come on now, faithfully happening, where a lot of you may have kept your faith, that you would get to a point of you know what I'm saying, financial freedom. And for you, maybe those was just like a big term, like a big word. You had no goddamn idea how you was gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Jobs wasn't working out. You know what I'm saying? Money, wasn't really coming in like you wanted. Bills were piling up, but you just kept telling yourself like, I know I'm destined for like financial freedom. I know I'm destined for certain things. And it's like you literally just keeping your faith is about to show in your life. Again, you're about to see it. It's a big thing about reflection. You are about to see it. Okay. But anyways, it's definitely a big vibe where a lot of you, you're not necessarily concerned, like you're not allowing money to control you anymore. For a lot of you, you're getting out of this aspect, you're getting out of this like worldly image, or this worldly desire, well, not even desire, but this stereotypic like energy, whatever. I can't think of the right words. Okay, just forgive me. Okay. But anyways, you're walking away from having money to be a priority, or having finances or status. That's what I'm looking for. Having status to be a thing that you judge, or caring about your certain status in life to other people, because everything is subjective. Everything is, again, a reflection in the eye of the beholder. If somebody thinks that you are a peasant versus a god or a queen or whatever it is, it's like you're done with that. Like Like you don't see certain things like that. Me in my personal life or whatever, me in my personal life, anytime I don't know, like, obviously, yes, like it comes to a point of like respect as well. Like, obviously, you should have respect for people's, accolades, certain things that they have achieved in life. I definitely get that. But it's like with me, I've always had like this weird energy around like celebrities or whatever, celebrities, you know what I'm saying, where it's like it's like I've always seen the common denominator that we're human, that you take a shit just like I do, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, you wake up in the morning and your breath is funky, maybe even funkier than mine is, you know what I'm saying, that you have feelings and emotions just like I do, that you get hungry just like I do. Like anytime I've ever met a celebrity or been around these people, like I've never had this like, oh my gosh, like that's just never been me. Like I've never felt that way. Like I be looking at them like, okay. And again, like I said, everything, has its purpose and has its reason or whatever. But definitely you should respect somebody in a particular way. Absolutely, it's okay to put somebody on a pedestal if they've done certain things, if they've, you know what I'm saying, accomplished certain things in their life. But anyways, but it's just like I'm just thinking of like my reflection of like I be acting goofy as hell. Like I will act goofy as hell. I will still be me. I don't give a damn what is in your bank account. I don't give a damn how many Grammys you got. I don't give a damn how many movies you've been in. Like I have always just been, I've just always been the same. Like I don't really see, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, again, like it's like you're starting to get to that point, just in life in general. It's more so not even necessarily the details of that, of everything that I just said, not really looking at the details of that, but just in general, I feel like that a lot of you are going to start getting to a point in life where you're free, okay, where you are free, because all of that energy around, placing labels on people, or again putting people in a hierarchy in some type of way, that ends up limiting you. You're limiting yourself about how you think of yourself. You're limiting your experience with a person, because if you seeing them like, oh my gosh, that's a celebrity, versus, you know what I'm saying, maybe both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, was in an ice cream shop, and maybe you wanted to ask somebody their opinion about X, Y, and Z. However, you limited yourself of an experience because of the hierarchy that you place this person on. So now you don't know how to goddamn cookies and cream taste. You know what I'm You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta start thinking like everything that I'm saying, like think of it in a bigger scale, think of it in a bigger way. And it's like, again, I feel like that this is all positive, okay? This is all in a positive energy, a positive motion around where it's like you're at a point of like you're figuring things out. A lot of you, again, a big vibe, the reason why I even did this message, a lot of you may be spending a lot of time in the mirror and like literally reflecting on things in your life, reflecting on situations, reflecting on things you have said, reflecting on things people have said to you. Like there may be a big vibe where you might literally be in the mirror, either at night as well, or literally maybe in the morning. And this may even be a good practice for some of you as well, getting up earlier in the morning and literally just sitting there staring at yourself, just look at your reflection, and it's like, and as well, it's like looking at something or using something, utilizing something, but in a different way. Because most of the time we'll use a mirror or we'll use our reflection, like, okay, let me see if I got something in my teeth. Okay, you just brush your teeth and you just like subconsciously on autopilot, you're just looking in the mirror while you're brushing your teeth. But it's like you're not really paying attention to the details. You're not really looking deeper. So there's a big vibe where it may literally be a really good spiritual practice for some of you guys just to look in the mirror. Just stand there and look in the mirror. Some of you might start crying. You know what I'm saying? You may start to cry. You may start to smile. You may start to laugh. Maybe you feel like you goofy as hell. Okay. Okay, like you might stand there feeling like you goofy as hell. Like, why am I standing here staring at myself? Okay, you know what I'm saying? But maybe you needed that laugh. Maybe you needed that good cry. Okay, but again, it's just a big vibe around like there's a big energy around reflection and duality. Okay. Let me get back to these messages. All right. So I'm gonna just run down the vibes and the energy that I got or whatever, and then we're gonna keep going. Okay. but y'all get the gist of what's going on here. All right. Anyways, like I said, you may be going through a moment where you really feel good about yourself. You're feeling very attractive. You're feeling very sexy, or whatever it might be. Again, you may be walking into a season in a moment of like good karma. All right. There may be a big vibe around where you are rearranging your life. Some of you guys may need to rearrange the things in your house, the things in your car, whatever you got going on. Again, there may be a big vibe around people's mothers. Okay, either your mother, someone else's mother. Someone's mother may have like passed on. Definitely my condolences. Another, again, like I said, a big vibe here is going to be the artist baby Keem. Another song from his is called Lost Souls. Okay. And there's a line in his chorus where he says, I'm trying to find me a bitch that no one knows. Okay, so a lot of you, again, you may have kind of like went into seclusion. You may have went away. You may not really be active socially or whatever, because it's like you were trying to find yourself. But again, I feel like that this is a message that, or even confirmation for a lot of you. It's like, baby, you're here. You found it. Again, even like the thumbnail of this video where I said you found your match. Like, you have met your match. Again, for a lot of you, this definitely could be romantic energies, where yes, you definitely have found your match. For some of you guys, this may be, again, like a match in career, or as well like a match in yourself. Like, you have gotten to a point, you've gotten to places, you've gotten to friendships, to relationships, again, to a career where everything is matching you, everything is in alignment with your vibration. And it's like, you, again, you are finally discovering yourself. You're finally seeing your truest self. You know what I'm saying? But listen, so as well, there's definitely a big vibe as well around like being secluded, or still being in seclusion, or being isolated. Even when you do get to the, or even when you reach, I get the vibe of reaching, even when you do reach that point of your greatest potential or whatever it is, you also, once you get to that point, you've understood a vibe around like balance, knowing like, okay, there needs to be a good balance of where you're connecting with people, you're talking to people, you're reaching out to people, you're reaching out to your strong friends. Maybe you are that strong friend. Again, a big vibe around, looking in the mirror. Maybe you have been that strong friend for so long, and you went through a moment where won't nobody there for you. Let me tell you something, okay? Won't nobody there for you, because they looking at you like, oh, you strong. Oh, you got it. You don't really need nobody. And it's just like, no, bitch, I do. I need a hug, okay? I need you to call me and ask me if I'm okay. I need you to text me and be like, hey, are you good? So again, it's like, once you get to that point of getting back out there into the world, getting back out there and connecting with people again, you end up finding that balance of where you do kind of isolate yourself sometimes. You do only invite particular friends, select family members to certain events or certain things that you got going on, whereas like everybody don't need to know everything. You know what I'm saying? But again, I feel like that once you start to really release yourself and get out there, you are actually going to, you're going to be a reflection of what people have already thought of you. They already thought you were strong. They already thought, you know what I'm saying, that you were a freaking millionaire. Or they already thought that you were so successful, X, Y, and Z. But little did they know you were actually working. You were on the road to that. You know what I'm saying? You were going through so many things in between that. Well, for a lot of you, it's, again, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a big vibe around accepting the things you cannot change, right? But again, changing the things that you cannot accept. So you cannot accept the fact that people didn't actually reach out to you because they thought that you could handle everything. You can't accept the fact that people, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that they did to you, I feel like that you're going to go out there, and again, duality, reflection, mirror, whatever, you're going to go out there and be the opposite of that. Like, you know what? Mad people didn't show me love, but I'm going to end up showing them love. And this is not about pouring from an empty cup, because I done talked about that a lot too. You know what I'm saying? I done talked about pouring from an empty cup, but again, your cup is refilled. By the time that you get back out there, your cup will be refilled. So again, you have this balance, okay? Again, duality, this balance of like, you know what, I know how much to give and I know how much to keep for myself. A lot of you have definitely gone into a place as well. Like I said, you will be in a place of financial freedom, but that did not come without financial literacy and financial responsibility. So a lot of you have gotten a lot more financially responsible. You understand how to save. You know how to work with your money. You know how to allow your money to work for you and not work against you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But listen, So there's a big vibe, like I said, around like this energy of the song Lost Souls. And again, you can kind of take that in a million different ways. But again, definitely this energy of knowing, knowing how, how long to like stay secluded from people, knowing how long to like stay away, knowing when you need to, when you need your space, just knowing when you need your space, and that's okay, and understanding as well when other people need their space as well. Okay, so it's like, and it's definitely a big vibe around with that energy too, of like, it's something around like you just know, like you definitely know, like you know the right moments when to reach out to someone. Someone may know the right moments when to reach out to you, or also to like how much energy to give you, how much space to give you, or something, like something is just right there. It's just perfect. Okay. There's a big vibe as well around like good grades. But when I wrote this, a lot of you could be going back to school. There could be some training. Again, some of you guys could be getting new careers, new jobs, so you got to go through the training program. Or educational program. Some of you guys may have children, and there's a big vibe around schooling. I also had a message around make sure that you stay tied and connected to them when it comes to their schooling. Like a lot of parents as well, they're like, the way that they do math now, or the way that they talk about science is different. Okay, well, learn it. Okay, learn how they're doing math nowadays. Learn what topics they're talking about in school or whatever it may be. Like, don't just stay naive. Don't just stay ignorant to things. Like, understand what's going on with your seed. Listen, I got that's a big vibe in itself. Understand what's going on with your seed. Understand the seeds that you have planted in life and the harvest that's about to grow. Don't just go out there picking your crops like, okay, thank you, God. Thank you. Like, this is what I needed. No, do not. Like, this is a very, very important moment of, again, where, and I've talked about this as well around like second chances. I had a video about like second chances. But as I've said, this might be your 25th, 35th, 17th, 14th, 12th, 13th, whatever chance. And it's like, don't just take, you know what I'm saying, either literally blessings, or don't just take, the fruits of your labor. Don't just take that and act, in a naive way, in a y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a moment where you need to take things and really cherish them, really try to understand them. Do not take them for granted. Okay? Do not take moments for granted. Do not take blessings for granted right now. Like, you need to nurture them, understand them, sit down and understand it. Okay? So you need to understand what's going on with your seed. Okay? So again, that does not have to just simply mean if you have children, but again, understand what I'm saying. You are about to receive a harvest, and you need to understand what's going on with it. All right? Okay. But with the good grades, when I had wrote that down or whatever, okay, there's just something about either a good grade of weed, okay, Mary Jane, okay, Mary Jane. There's like something about good grade, okay, of the green, okay, of the weed, good grain of hair, good grain of weave, okay, as well, like literally weave. But then I also wrote down real. So some of you guys, there could be a big vibe around like, literally either like extensions or weave, or like hair, like either like somebody's real hair, or weave or whatever. It's making me think about that like that little like picture or video, whatever. I don't know. I mean, it's not a challenge, whatever. Listen, I'm old, okay? I don't know. But anyways, but like the trend, okay? The trend is like going on TikTok and other social media platforms, where it's like black women, like, it's like, can you do an afro? Can you do natural curls? Can you do braids? Can you do weave? Can you do straight backs? It's like, and you like start to see them with all their different hairstyles or whatever. So there may be something very significant around hair or hairstyles, or just versatility, like being able to be versatile and being able to change up all the time. Okay. There's as well, again, another baby Keem song called Orange Soda. And I really wasn't even necessarily thinking about the actual song. Go listen to the song. I really wasn't even thinking about the actual song, but more so literally Orange Soda. When you think of Orange Soda, what y'all think about? Kale, okay, Keenan and Kale, okay, you think about Kale, and when he talk about orange soda, he's like, I do, ooh, like he really loves something, okay. So I had wrote down a big vibe around I do love you. So again, there's a big like fearless energy around like romance for a lot of you, where you may be stepping into it because you've gotten to this point of where you're fearless about who you truly are, or where you're fearless about being the reflection that you see in the mirror. Like, I'm just not about to sit here and just, I'm saying, look at myself and like I get a big vibe around like somebody just being fine as hell. Either you a man or a woman, okay? Because men and women are fine. Like, you just being fine as hell. Like, maybe you put on your best cologne. Maybe you put on your best outfit. Maybe you get a haircut. Maybe you get your hair done. Maybe you know what I'm saying, your makeup looks great. Maybe you put on this bomb outfit. Maybe you buy certain shoes, certain clothes, or whatever. You buy everything and you sit your ass in the house. All you do, you just sitting in the house just looking at yourself. And I definitely feel like that for some of you. Some people are looking at just like, what, like, how you just fine as hell just sitting in the damn house. Like, I don't get it, okay? Like, you just fine as, and you just sit there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just sitting there just staring at yourself, okay? Okay, so it's like, it's definitely about this confidence of like, and listen, hey, you have all the right, you know what I'm saying, that you can just keep that energy to yourself. You have all that right. But again, it's just a vibe around where you may even be tired of yourself. Okay, again, reflection. Okay, like, you may be tired of yourself. You may be tired of looking at yourself, and it's like, you know what, no, I'm finna go out there, like, somebody finna see this, okay. Where it's like, somebody finna see this, okay? Somebody finna see all this. Somebody finna get all of this, okay? All of this, all right? Somebody finna see this, because this ain't finna go to waste, okay? This is not, all right? This ain't finna go to waste, okay? But anyways, a big vibe, like I said, around orange soda and around either like confessions of love or something. Again, a message around like I do love you, or again, like you going into like professions that you love. You're being around friends or family that you love, okay? As well, there's a big vibe around being rewarded for your patience, okay? Being rewarded for your patience. Um, so I pulled a romantic message, and it's number 17, and it says have patience. It says love is patient and kind always. And I thought it was so crazy. Like, when I had pulled out this message, I was gonna pull out another message. I was like, okay, all right. I mean, it's not really on par with what I got going on, what this message is about, but actually it is. Because if you see, there's a reflection that she's looking at. But literally, as you see, the reflection that she's seeing in the water is not exactly what's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just her sitting on this goddamn on lily pad. It's not her at all. She's seeing a whole new world. She's seeing something completely different. So again, there's a big vibe that I just feel like for a lot of you, and you also got the message as well. The color blue, or come on, baby Keem, baby blue, okay? Because it's just because of the baby or whatever. Baby blue, specifically baby blue, might be significant to you guys. But again, she's seeing a reflection, and again, it's a big vibe around, like I said, if you were literally, in the real world, standing in front of a mirror, whatever you see in that mirror is what's actually there. So again, she's looking at a reflection of something, but it's not actually what's going on up here. It's a whole entire different world. So I just feel like that for a lot of you, like, you are about to receive again everything that you've dreamed about, everything that you had like a vision, only like maybe you made a vision board, maybe you did write things down in your journal or a notebook or something like that, or wherever it is, like you have been manifesting this. And I just feel like that for a lot of you, you are about to actually see it, okay? You are actually about to see it in person, the real thing, the tangible thing. Everything that you thought was impossible, babe, you know what ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, let me tell you something, okay? Okay, anything is possible. Okay, it's a Bible verse. I can't remember what it was. I think it's from Mark 9. I don't know, but it says everything is possible for one who believes. Okay, so again, having that faith, your faith has taken you so daggone far. But you also got the financial message of it is safe for you to receive. Okay, it is safe for you to receive. It says the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have to share with others. What did I say? You're getting a lot more resources. You're being more resourceful. And again, it's not about keeping all of this to yourself. It's about sharing. Look, am I got dead going? Am I got dead going? What you call it? the description box of any of my videos. If you've ever actually read any of that stuff, the only Bible scripture that I keep up there is 1 Peter 4:10. It says, He has blessed us with a gift from His great variety. What did I talk about? Variety. From His great variety of spiritual gifts. Each of you should use your gifts you have received to serve others as fruitful as faithful servants of God's grace. Okay, so even the daggone Bible verse that I got in my description that a lot of you probably have never even noticed, it talks about gifts. It talks about a variety of things, being versatile. Okay, it talks about a plethora of gifts. It talks about receiving things, but it does not mean, again, to just sit back and only keep it to yourself. This is, I'm telling you, a lot of you, again, you have used what we've done over the last few years. It's great that you found self-love. It's great that you found self-discovery, but you are not meant to keep it for yourself. It is time to go out there into the world. It's time to let people see you. It's time to allow people to be influenced by you. It's time for you to make a name for yourself. Like, it's time for you to be the big boss, okay? It's time for you to be the big fella. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you. It's time for you to. It's time for you. It's time for you out this week. Yeah, shit, it's time for you. It's time. Okay. Anyhow, like I said, back to the vibe of the greatest potential. Okay, reflection. You see, the reflection you see is your dreams or your greatest desires. You're going to be looking at it in reality soon. Okay, soon you won't even need a mirror, because again, like I said, there's a big vibe around romance, and as well, even if it's not necessarily romance, but for, again, a lot of you, I feel like that it is romance. But even if it's not necessarily romance, this is like great friendship. This is like being really close with somebody in your family, but like real and true unconditional love, like a real and true best friend, like a real and true soulmate. And again, this has nothing to do with just the cliche meaning of soulmate. No, somebody that speaks to your daggone soul, okay? Somebody that sees your soul, all right? Somebody that your soul connects to, because their soul, if you feel like that your soul and your spirit and your energy is so beautiful, okay, y'all see it, y'all see my shirt, beautiful. If you feel like that energy is so beautiful, so pure, so amazing, then the only people that you're going to be reflecting with are going to be those same beautiful and amazing, soulful, spiritual people. Okay, so definitely a big vibe around that. But again, the message that I had wrote down, I said, soon you won't even need a mirror, because somebody will admire and reassure you of your inside and outside beauty daily, period. Okay. And there's a big vibe as well when it comes to specifically finances. I was looking at this picture here. I was looking at this picture here, what you call it, like a lily pad or whatever. This lily pad, and there's a big vibe around money where it's like money will end up being a lily pad, where basically you are protected. You are protected, and you will be secure when it comes to finances. Okay. And right now as well, all right, because like, you know what I'm saying, first of all, if you're not watching this live, I don't really know what you're doing with your life. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing my live streams. But you have, there, the only way to really step into this energy that I'm talking about for a lot of you is that, again, you got to surrender and you have to be set free, right? So it's gonna be kind of hard for you to really embody this vibe that I'm talking about, again, if you continue to limit yourself. And I talked about that earlier. So don't limit yourself with the energy that you're in right now, because again, if she was just stuck on what she feels right now, what she sees right now, all she would see is herself. She would not be able to see the amazingness that's coming towards her. She wouldn't be able to see that. So a lot of you may be at a point where you're hurting. A lot of you may be at a point where literally you can't, it's like, yeah, I mean, this is great, Olivia, but I can't see that for myself. I can't see romance. I can't see this. I'm not worried about romance. I'm not worried about this. I don't care necessarily about having friends. I just want money. Let me tell you something. Get away from the pessimism, okay? We're not being pessimistic right now. The things that I speak of, you can't see it. The things that I speak of, you probably won't be able to feel it in the energy that you're in right now. We're not talking about that. So don't allow the enemy, the devil, the negative energy to take over your mind. You have no idea the exact plans that God got set out for you. So right now, you might feel like that, oh, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Well, I'm not looking towards this. But how do you not know that God might end up having that on your path, where that is actually a part of your purpose? But you're rejecting it right now only because of what you clearly see right now. And we're not talking about that. We're not talking about just how you feel right now. We're not talking about just on what you're quote unquote focused on right now. Because ultimately what you're focused on and things that you're doing is going to end up shaping for what you're going to be in the future. And again, you can't completely see that right now. Okay? So as you're listening to this message, don't sit here. And I had just had a message the other day about getting to a point of listening to understand and not listening just to respond. Don't listen to this message and be like, well, that don't resonate for me. Well, nope, that ain't about me. Well, nope, I ain't worried about that. Like, don't sit here and listen to it just to respond. Listen and understand what I'm saying. Listen and understand, okay? So please don't come here and be pessimistic or be low vibrational about things, because that's where you're going to be limiting yourself, which this is not that. We're literally not talking about limitations. There are no limitations. I literally just said about that Bible verse where it says, anything is possible. Nothing is impossible for the one who believes. So if you don't believe that you deserve certain things in life, if you don't believe, if you don't have faith in certain things within yourself, then maybe this message is just not for you. Okay? I love y'all, but it's just like we got to get out of this limiting idea of ourselves, this limiting idea of God, because what you start to do is limiting God. Okay? So don't just sit in the low vibrational or negative energy that you in right now. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that at all. Okay? So anyhow, back to the messages here. Like I said, when it comes to finances and money, there's a big vibe around, again, like I said, a lily pad, where your finances, they're going to be secure. They're going to be protected. A lot of you as well, you may be going into a career or a job that's like, you know, a secure job. Like some people like to say a secure job, like, or job security. You know what I'm saying? Job security. And there's a big vibe as well where a lot of you, it's like something that you did have a sense about, or something that you felt like you knew. Again, your intuition. It's like you're gonna end up seeing that you were right about something. And again, it may not be in your most pessimistic energy. This may be at your most highest self, because there's a big vibe as well around speaking to your highest self, speaking to other people's highest self. Okay, a big vibe around being able to forgive. Again, forgiveness is basically freedom. When we talk about forgiveness, we're just talking about freedom. We're not talking about you forgiving somebody and then you feeling dumb because you forgave somebody. No. Forgiveness is always for yourself. It's never for the other person. Because forgiveness, you know the reason why that is for you and not for them. Because if you don't forgive somebody, you're allowing them to hold power over you. You're allowing them to have this energy around you where you continue to hate them, where you continue to think about what they did to you, what they said to you. If you hate somebody so much, if you dislike somebody so much, if you feel like somebody's energy is so low vibrational, why are you allowing them to control you? You need to forgive. Okay? You need to forgive. You need to let go. All right? So you can end up being free. And there's a big vibe as well. There are a lot of you, and this is the last message, like a lot of you are going to a point of like a smooth transition. You're going to a point of a smooth transition. So again, a lot of you may not necessarily be here just yet, because you're still in this vibe of like, well, I don't care about this, I don't care about that, I don't want this, I don't want that. You're not the ones I'm talking to. Matter of fact, you are the ones I'm talking to, but I'm gonna be talking to you later. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be talking to you in 6 months. Okay, I don't know. Maybe for some of y'all, if you're too stubborn, I might be talking to you in 6 years. I don't know. It's gonna be up to you. The power is in your hand. It's up to you. Okay. But it's a big vibe around a lot of you. This transition into your dream job, this transition into your dream home, and into a perfect connection. And again, perfection is that's going to be subjective too. That word exists for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say, it's not to really carry the weight of the actual Webster, you know what I'm saying, definition of it. But when you think of perfection, perfect and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So when you get to your perfect perfect connection, when you get to your perfect job, when you get to your perfect situation in life, when you get to your perfect self, okay? I'm just telling you that for a lot of you, it's going to be a smooth transition because of everything that you've been through, because of all the reflecting, sitting in front of that mirror that you've done, because of all the forgiveness that you have been through. You are getting to your perfect self, okay? I love y'all so much. Please make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, okay? Make sure that y'all hit me up for a personal phone call, one-on-one video chat with me. All the information is in the description box. I love y'all so much. Okay, bye.